Earlier this week, as the oil spill disaster in the Gulf Coast spreads and devastates all forms of life in its path, House Minority Leader John Bonnier has a solution. Tuesday, May 4th, he announced to the public that we should continue further drilling in the Gulf Coast. That's right. This disastrous oil spill has convinced Bonnier that we have no other solution as far as energy goes. He's backed up by the GOP and most Republicans in Congress, and he truly believes that oil drilling is the way to go. If you follow my podcasts, you probably know that energy reform is a big issue for me, but I want to touch up on a few points here. First of all, it's absurd that Republicans bring up the issue at such a time of disaster. It's political suicide if you ask me, but as far as oil drilling goes, most progressives understand that this is not an appropriate path. I have my firm stand on the issue, but first, I want to finish the controversy as far as the article read. Bonnier states, "This tragedy should remind us that America needs a real, comprehensive energy plan, like Republicans' all-of-the-above strategy." In other words, the oil spill shows that we should even further efforts in offshore drilling? I'm confused, John. Our country needs this oil. There is no question about it. We have to produce this oil at home unless we want to become completely reliant. We've got to investigate, find, clean up, and do the research necessary to make sure this will never happen again. We have to continue to go forward, says Senator Mary Landrieu on Monday. Senator Landrieu, I understand the U.S. is suffering from a dearth of energy, but oil drilling is only a temporary movement, a very temporary movement. It'll push us forward, but to what extent? It's unprogressive to choose this path. We have to reinforce the understanding in nuclear power and other forms of energy before dependency becomes too great and the effects are irreversible. Is this a true proposal or an investment with the oil industry? Represent the Democratic Party and drop your support for offshore drilling. Some of these oil-defending politicians are just ridiculous. Governor Rick Perry said Monday that this spill was not caused by the push for offshore drilling. Nope, it was an act of God. Let me repeat that. Governor Rick Perry of Texas announced on a televised broadcast that this disaster was simply an act of God. I don't know how people like this become elected. Maybe it's just dirty politics and massive campaign budgets. I don't know. I do know that extensive scientific research shows that the world will be low enough on oil within 25 years that we will have no choice but to find alternative resources. We don't know how far these representatives are thinking ahead, but they seem to like a clear vision. I try to keep my ranting to a minimum, but I guess I couldn't contain myself. My advice to my viewers? Do our country a favor and contact these politicians with your view on the issue. I have some links below that'll lead you to the email address of Senator Mary Landrieu and Minority House Leader John Bonnier. This is your time to help. This is your time to further progress.